What's up, guys? So, uh, Jeff Jarrett was on Chris Jericho's podcast. It says, "Great chat with Jeff Jarrett, one of the smartest wrestlers in history." On Talk is Jericho. Jeff Jarrett talks his arrival in AEW, his fraction with uh, Jay Lethal and the Giant, his responsibilities behind the scene with AEW, plans for live events in the future, growing up as the promoter's son, the, the time his dad, Jerry Jarrett, made him drive 5 hours to personally apologize to Jerry Lawler, Vince McMahon's original thoughts about his WWF character in 1995, the night Jarrett held up Vince before the pay-per-view with China, memories of his former tag partner Owen Hart, and some of his hilarious ribs, starting and building Impact Wrestling from the ground up, the honor of appearing in Ric Flair's final match, and more on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Podcast, and a couple other podcasts apparently. But like Jeff Jarrett has done, like I'm not a fan of Jeff Jarrett. Sorry, I'm just not. I'm just not a fan of the guy. But with that being said, the guy is very intelligent when it comes to wrestling. Like he's seen and done it all. Like most wrestlers can't say they built a wrestling company, especially a wrestling company that's still going to this day. Now, he's not involved in that wrestling company anymore because he sold it to Dixie Carter, I believe. And Dixie Carter has sold it to whoever owns it now. But that company's still around. Impact Wrestling was TNA at first, and now it's Impact Wrestling. It's still around from when Jarrett started it till now. So I mean, he did something right. Like he got it going, and then it just took off. Like it had a few when the Hardy Boys were there. That's when the company flourished. That's when the time flourished. That's when the Impact Wrestling was this big thing. It hasn't been like that since, but it it uh it's had its moments where it's been amazing. So yeah, I bet this podcast is interesting. Like I don't listen to podcasts, guys, so I'm not gonna go watch it. Like if it was a YouTube video I could go watch and listen to, then I'd go watch it. But since it's a podcast and I go somewhere else to download something so I can watch it, yeah, I'm just not going to. But I bet this is an interesting podcast with Jeff Jarrett.